Here you can see at the bottom of the screen is ElasticSpace, which is my first program mobile game as well as my first game to be released on the internet. It is currently in the Google Play Store and you can just find it by inputting the name ElasticSpace. So this game is powered by Unity 3D, which is the programming platform I use for coding games. And I coded this game using the language JavaScript as well as the language C# independently. So here are 3 accounts, and we can also create our own account here. The highest score of those accounts are stored into the system data of this phone. So by inputting a name, we can create an account, and the score will also be stored there. So this game has the function of storing data, of course. And here, when we enter the game, we can see there is a small spacecraft at the bottom of the screen, which is controlled by the gyroscope of this phone. And we can also shoot small elastic bouncing balls, fireballs, and lightning balls to bounce the comets and asteroids around, so they don't obstruct the path. And when we get hit by the small comets, we can see that the HP level on top of the screen decrease depending on the relative force of collision. And when we when this kind of lightning ball collide with the comets, we can also see that the score on top of the screen will increase, which is also depending on the relative force of collision. So when we pause the game, here are 2 values. The first one is the vertical sensitivity, and the second one is the horizontal sensitivity. By changing these 2 values, we can change the sensitivity of the gyroscope and thus the speed of our spacecraft. So as you can see, this game is majorly based on physical calculation, especially interaction of forces. And in this circumstance, the Unity 3D platform I use is quite helpful. And at the end of the game, you can see a explosion, and this explosion as well as the lightning bolts and fireballs are created by particle system, which emits small particles to create the effect of burning. So here are 2 scores stored. The first one is the score of this game, and the second one is the highest score of my accounts. They are all stored into my accounts here, and when we close the game and enter it again, we can still see those 2 scores.